There's a little halo from the sun coming in the window. So I guess it's going to be a good video. It's going to be a very hard topic that people really don't like to talk about, but everything that the world doesn't talk about are the things that need to be talked about. Everything that people try to leave out and sugarcoat are the things that we need to talk about the most. Everyone wants the world to be a better place. Everyone thinks and talks about having a better life and having a better future, but no one wants to start now. It starts now. You can't change the past, and the only way you can change the future is to change the now, the present moment. We're going to be talking about generational trauma, specifically sexual generational trauma, because no one talks about it as much as it needs to be talked about. When kids get groomed from a young age and they're made to make it look like they make them think that that's okay, they grow up not knowing that sexual behavior is not always okay. And when I say not always okay, I mean like it's not normal just to be doing it all the time. It's not normal to need it. It's not normal to be addicted to it, obsessed with it. It's not normal. That's not normal. Sex is a spiritual thing. It's not just a mindless thing that people are supposed to do. And in the world, of course, we're in the fallen world. It's one of the biggest sins, and it's one of the biggest sins that us humans create. We have sex. That's why there's so many broken families in the world, because nobody took the time out to be balanced before they found out, that they wanted to have sex. They had sex before they were balanced, before. I don't want to put it in a biblical type of way, because I'm not meaning what I say the way that most people think about Christianity and the Bible and stuff, because I don't want to put a label on it, because it shouldn't have a label, because that's where the confusion comes in. But the Bible talks about sex before marriage being a sin. And we all know that marriage in the paper of the worldly way that we do that is not really what it's meaning. It's meaning spiritually. It's meaning the fact that how God created Eve from Adam's rib, they were soulmates because they had the same energy. They were created from the same energy. They were soulmates. In the world, everyone, we have soulmates. We have a piece of us somewhere out there that we're supposed to find, but we all have to be balanced and on the same level. Because when we're not and we're having sex, we're having sex, it's creating STDs. And when I say STDs, I mean sexually transmitted demons. All of the trauma and all of the unbalancedness, the wickedness, the evil from another person, that energy is being transferred to another person when they're having sex with them. That's why there's so much energy. They're releasing their energy either inside of you or around you, through you. And that's why it's a sin. But that's not exactly what I want to talk about for the video. But I'm just putting that in because it matters. When kids get groomed, they grow up thinking that it's totally fine to have sex. It's totally fine to engage in sexual activities. So they end up teaching other kids and other people that same thing. And that's how children become the pedophiles. The groomed children who were raped and molested as kids, as teenagers, usually the ones from childhood though, because they have been programmed in their mind that it's okay and that it's normal. And then they grow up and then they're doing it to other people's kids as well. For example, if this female grew up her whole life getting groomed and getting abused and molested by her family, not knowing that it was wrong, not yet understanding in her mind that what they are doing is a crime, first of all, a sin, second of all, and it's very wrong. She's growing up being hypersexual, thinking that her body is to be used the way that they have used her body. she thinks to get her way is sexual ways. So she is hypersexual. So she's growing up and she's fast and she's hypersexual. And the people who don't know that she's been being groomed, they just see it as that. She's fast. She's fast. You know, or the kids around that don't know she's been groomed, she's a HOE. She's a WHORE. You know? But the spiritualness behind it is that somebody abused that somebody abused the kid, and the kid didn't know that they were a victim, and the kid has now been programmed subconsciously to think that it was okay, so they think it's okay, and now they're out there, they're going to go find some more kids that's traumatized the same way, or maybe not traumatized like that, and they're teaching them that it's okay. And then when it goes for the boys who were molested and and raped as kids, they grew up hypersexual. They grew up addicted to porn. They grew up addicted to that feeling that they got when they had an orgasm. So now they do it to other people. And usually when they can't get it from the other people that they were supposed to get it from, that's in their age bracket, i.e. how we get child groomers, the next thing that they start doing is they go to children. They were children when it happened to them, so nobody taught them that it was wrong. Nobody taught them. They might know. They of course know deep down inside that what happened to them was wrong. But now subconsciously they are addicted to sex. They are addicted to the fantasy. They are addicted to the energy because now it's a part of them. And now they're going to go out and groom other kids. And the cycle starts over again. The kids getting groomed. Some of them, they're going to be grooming more children. And then those children that are groomed become teenagers who's putting that same energy out. And now those teenagers are grooming other kids as well. And they don't see it like that because nobody taught them that it was wrong. Nobody taught them the severity that it is 100% wrong. The whole act of it is wrong. It's wrong for two grown people in age, because what I feel like the difference is it's not the age that we are humanistically that matters in our mind, but it's the level of consciousness that we are all on. So when you got a grown man whose consciousness is at the same level as when he got abused, which was as a child, he is sexually going to be attracted to children. And then, you know, they do what they do. They groom kids, they bribe kids into thinking that they should be doing what people taught them to do. The reason why I'm talking about this is a specific reason, and I'm trying not to say it, and I'm trying not to allude to it too much, but it's kind of hard because I can't get the point visually across, because I know people who watch my videos don't get to see and don't get the background knowledge of how I'm talking about things, of why I know how it is and why I'm talking about it the way I'm talking about it. So it's harder for people to understand the message when they don't know the vision of it to begin with. But I'm gonna just put it like this. When a grown man, and we all know, especially, and I'm gonna put it in black community because I'm black and that's where I see it at. I don't know nothing about the white community. I've had one friend, and she was barely even white, to be honest, though, that had been abused since childhood by her family. So it's not only black people. I most definitely know it's not only black people, and I most definitely don't want anyone out there to really think that it's only black people who go through this, because everyone knows that's not true. No one race goes through one thing. Like, not even black people are the only ones that go through racism. Every person on the planet goes through some type of racism, because black people are racist to Asian people and white people. But that's not the topic, okay? So what I was saying. The family member that is older and male essentially is going to try to have sex with the girl of the family who is a teenager who is fast, which we all already talked about why she is fast. She's hypersexual because she's been taught from a young age, subconsciously, that was some form of an outlet. That was like some form of something that she needed. They needed this. It was like a big deal. She grew up around it. It was a big deal, basically. So this older male in the family knows she's having sex, knows that she's doing things that he knows, because he's older, he knows that isn't right and she shouldn't be doing it. But he also at the same time doesn't care because he's unbalanced and he's a sinful person. So he is pursuing this teenager and trying to have sex with her, trying to teach her that it's okay to have sex with him. And if she resists having sex with him, he uses either money trying to bribe her, or he tries to use her secrets against her. And then he gets his way. And they have sex with each other. He gets to have sex with her. Do he love her? No. Same way the friend comes in and he sees the girl that's having sex with whoever, and she's younger. She can easily be manipulated because she doesn't know the fact that it's wrong. The reason why it's wrong. Not the fact that it's wrong, because everyone knows, everyone gets a gut feeling when something is wrong. But knowing why it's wrong is where people get stumped. And so then they never act on it to think it's wrong anymore because they don't know why it's wrong. And I'm telling y'all, the reason why it's wrong is because we're consciously, soul level, we're all spirits, and this human life is bigger than what we think it is. It's more of a teaching moment than what we perceive it as and what we internalize it as. We are in a plane of being taught lessons. That's why children, which comes from sex, are karma. We are born into sin because we are our parents' karma. We are our family's karma. Parents get kids that end up having personalities and problems and things about them that makes the parent have to deal with it. We are our parents' insecurities, sins, karma, all of that balled up in one, reflected back to them. And that's why there's always so much drama. There's always something that's going on, and there's always like animosity, there's always jealousy, there's always all of these negative emotions when it comes to especially mothers, because the dads aren't never there. They're never there. Literally, they're never there. But the mothers, there's so much toxic and animosity and all this kind of stuff. And again, I'm speaking from my point of view of the black community, because like I said, I'm not a part of the white community. I'm not a part of the Mexican community, even though I've seen the Mexican community and I've seen the white community. I haven't seen any other community. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't seen Asian community, none of that. I've never seen any of that. But I have witnessed some things with Mexican families, and then, Hispanic families and stuff like that, and white families, Caucasian families, but mostly black families. And I've seen the difference of the environment as well. When you're black people in a predominantly white community, the trauma and the things that happen and the things you see within families and stuff isn't the same as when you go to a predominantly black area environment, and what the things are. It's way worse when it's predominantly black. And it's because the systems in place in predominantly black environments and communities is designed to keep people low. It's designed to keep trauma going in families. That's why the police department and CPS, they don't take kids, even though they're corrupt. So, they're a little corrupt. They're really corrupt. And I feel like that's why we need everything, I don't know. I'm not going to talk about that in this video, but they're corrupt. Just corrupt. The idea of it isn't corrupt, but the actual people in charge, they lost their morals. They lost their morals. I'm going to say that. Everything in the systems of this world lost its morals. And that's why the world is such a horrible place. But like I was saying, in the black community, the police aren't doing their job. The city government's not doing their job. No person in the position in those systems that are supposed to help, they're not doing their jobs because they don't have the morals that they need to be doing the jobs. So then it's up to the community, and it's up to the family, and it's up to the victims and the survivors to do whatever they decide to do. So if they're not old enough to stand up for themselves, if they're not old enough to understand exactly what's going on, they're going to conform and be victims to molesting and all of this kind of stuff. And then they're going to continue to grow up and think that that's okay because nobody helped them. Nobody took the time out to really sit down, not actually literally sit down, because that's not how it's going to work, because these people are really evil. They're corrupt. They know what they're doing are wrong. They know that what they are doing is wrong, and they still continue to do it. But no one is sitting down to create a system and to help the system stop letting all of this trauma happen in people's lives. Jail is corrupt a little bit. Not a little bit, but a lot of it. Like, the systems of everything is corrupt, and that's why it's hard for victims to come out and tell what they're going to tell. Because no child wants to go to foster care where they're going to be molested and abused the same way they're being molested and abused in the families they're being took from. They'd rather be around the people who are actually their family doing it. Because there's some type of like protection at the same time. So, of course, when CPS get, involved, the kids are going to tell the truth, because now they think now they know, like, oh my God, I'm going to get took from my family. And it's going to happen even worse, because now these people, they don't even have a connection to me. They could kill me. They could do anything. So, really, like, the conversation is way deeper and way more complex than even I realize. Like, I realize it's complex, but even I can't fathom, like, exactly everything about it, because there's just so much. But what I do know is that child groomers groom children, and some of those groomed children become the new child groomers. And that is how generational child grooming works, how generational trauma works. It's the same trauma happening over and over and over and over and over again, because no one is breaking the cycle. No one breaks the cycle. No one puts an end to what's wrong and to stop it, because no one is teaching them that it's wrong, exactly why it's wrong. When they get older, of course they're going to realize why it was wrong, but by then it's going to be too late, because the trauma and the drama already took place. That's why you got to stop it before it happens. You have to stop it before it happens, or the cycle is going to continue to happen. And for me, anytime I see a teenager who grooms kids, they're going to become adults who still groom kids. So, lots of people have this mentality of, especially the victim, especially the one who is technically the victim in the situation, who doesn't know they're the victim. They're going to fight for what they think is love, and what they think someone is loving on them and someone is doing something right. They really love them. It's a connection, because they think that it's right. But when you see a 16-year-old with a 21-year-old, that's not really too many years apart, no. But that 16-year-old's mind capacity and what they are going through in life and what they perceive in life isn't as mature as it could be. They're not even at that age of, they can't even buy their own panties and clothes and all that kind of stuff too much at that age. So it's like, no, that's not too far apart, because there's 20-year-olds with 40-year-olds. Well, yeah, there are. But what it is like I was saying at first, the balance of our subconscious, the balance of our minds and our souls, it's like, it's not the same. It's not the same level, We're not fully grown. We're not well rounded in life until you are enlightened and all of that kind of stuff. You're not well balanced. You're not well rounded, and that's why waiting until marriage and waiting until all of that kind of stuff is important, because you have had time to really be enlightened. You don't get enlightened until you break out of all of the out of all of the chains that was holding you back, and all of the toxicness and trauma from your childhood. Because everyone has it. We were all born into sin. Everyone has it. You grow up and you grow out of it, and that's how the world becomes a better place. But yeah, the same way people can tell when a child at a young age acts, a little fruity, you can tell, yeah, this one, he's going to be gay. This one, she's going to be gay. That same instinct comes for the kids who are going to be child molesters, the kids who are going to be rapists. And I don't want to just continue to say child molesters, because it doesn't necessarily just have to be children. Grooming in general, molesting anybody with a mind capacity of a child, it's the same thing. And that's why I said at the age of 16, most people, majority of the people, are still children. Like, they don't really know anything. They don't really perceive everything the way it's supposed to be perceived. There's 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds at that. Majority of the 40-year-olds in the world don't perceive things how they should be perceiving them. And that is why the world is such a horrible place. Where I'm at, anyway. I don't know where the people who are balanced are at. They're in a great place. They're in like a heavenly place. Like, they're in like some good stuff. But you know, in the world, this world, I don't know how they make that transition and get out of this place once they get enlightened, and once they know the difference. I don't know exactly how they surpass all of this wickedness and evilness, but I wish somebody would tell us so that I can get the fuck out of here. I promise you. Like, I'd be just thinking, like, why the fuck am I still here? And I just start cussing, because now I'm a little frustrated thinking about it, because this topic, like, even just talking about it, it's not doing anything. Talking about it on social media, same way. That's why us talking about all the things we hate about the coronavirus and what we hate about the fuck, now I can't even talk. Yeah, now I'm gonna start cussing, because I don't know. It's about that time of the month, and I'm getting frustrated. I'm not gonna lie. But us talking about it online, we reach a lot of people, and we come to common denominators, but the action isn't us speaking online. The action is actions being done in the planet, on the world, like everyday life type stuff. And that's why I'm a little frustrated now, because like the topic of talking about it, like when you talk about and when you stand up against things that are really wrong, that's when people turn again. That's like Jesus. That's like they kill you, like Malcolm, like Martin, like people kill, like Nipsey. People kill the people who are telling them what's wrong, who are bringing light to what is wrong. Stop molesting kids. Stop freaking having sex with kids and teenagers. Teenagers, stop having sex altogether. And then y'all be mad when y'all be freaking parents and stuff. Our parents mad because they decided to have sex at a young age when they shouldn't have been having sex anyway, and they ended up with kids and ruined their life. The kids and the children are not to be blamed. I hate victim blamers. Like, I hate that. Don't blame anybody else for what decisions you made. Take into accountability all your trauma and heal from it. That's what I'm saying. Like, being healed from it, being balanced, being spiritually aware of everything is why life is what it is. No one is doing that. No one is really doing that. And the people who are doing that, they secluded themselves from the rest of the world, and they barely help. They're just selling their products and stuff, making their money that's really fake. And it's so irritating, and I'm really frustrated because I feel like the more that I'm being guided to study to keep talking about everything that's wrong, because you're supposed to talk, like, you gotta bring awareness. I start getting more anxious because the more I, at first, even though now I don't know, that's why people who get into higher powers and people who are spiritually in tune and stuff, they turn bad and they end up doing bad things because this world is evil. Because speaking out against what I'm talking about right now with other people who are doing stuff like this and being a part of stuff like this, and I'm speaking out against it and barely making didn't make it a big deal, because me making it a big deal would really be putting their names out into the universe and like letting them know these are the child molesters, these are the people, these are this is where they live at, stuff like that. But I didn't. But me simply saying, yeah, I can't fuck with y'all because y'all do this and this and this, please get away from me, don't come back over here, try to tell other people don't let people back over, because like that shit is bringing a lot of, like, it's bringing negative energy. It's nothing but negative energy. People decided to assault me. People decided to try to make my character something that it wasn't. Trying to make me seem like a fucking crazy lunatic jackass type person that's like fucking stupid for some reason. Yeah, like I said, this just kind of switched. I was trying to be classy and nice about talking about it in the right type of way, but like now it's like, no, that doesn't get nowhere. And the first time I had that mindset, like me thinking, oh, I don't even agree with people my age having sex with people this age. So why would I be a hypocrite and think that me being violent? First of all, I don't think violence is ever the answer. But why would I think, like, I felt like a hypocrite if I would have been violent towards these people who are the age that I'm saying, like, people my age shouldn't be having sex with them. So why would I be like having physical altercations with them? But like I said, this is why people who are actually good and actually know things, they turn violent. Jesus let them kill him. The people around Jesus let them kill him, even though God brought him back, and that happened how it happened. Like, the act of the evilness of how they did that. Like, I don't think I want to be that type of person. I know what's right and what's wrong, and I know how evil this world is physically. That's what we are now. They assaulted me, and I haven't got justice for that yet. And I don't think I would ever let that happen again. I know the consequences, and I know the wrongness of, there's so much that's going to be done to you for doing all of the sinful things you do. But at the same time, I know, like, God, he works in the background, and he works in the spiritual of how everything works out. So if somebody comes and tries to kill you, like they killed Malcolm, like they killed Martin, they killed Jesus, like they do it. It's wrong, and they're gonna get their karma for it, but they do it. The fact that they got a chance to even do it, and they got and succeeded at doing it, I don't like that. I refuse to let somebody do that to me. I refuse to. Speaking out against stuff like this. I hate people like this. I hate people who know that they're doing things that are wrong and continue to do it. Stop having sex with kids. Stop bribing kids. I'll give you $100 if you let me touch your vagina. What the freaking heck is wrong with you? And these parents, like, no one speaks out. That's the problem. Nobody speaks about the truth when the people that can help actually come around. Yes, I know these kids don't want to get took away from their parent because of what other people have been doing to them, so they lie about it. No, nobody touched me. Nobody asked to touch me. Nobody is trying to da-da-da-da, because they don't want to get took away from their kids. But at the same time, all of this bad stuff is, their parents, all of this bad stuff is happening, and it's wrong. And people can only make a difference when you invite them in to make a difference. The same way with God. God's not going to come and make differences and change your life around if you're not physically asking him to change your life. If you're not physically taking the steps to change your life. Because it's both ways. Like, yeah, I couldn't keep it. I couldn't keep it like trying to be subliminal and like tell a backstory. Because I hate sugarcoating shit. Like, And that's why I'm cussing out, because I'm a little frustrated. Like I said, it's about that time of the month finna come up, and I'm feeling it. Like, I'm very frustrated with it. Mercury retrograde, all of this stuff is like Saturn went direct in my sign, like, and it's in my sign in my birth chart anyway. So like, I'm really like, all of this. I know I'm not wrong. I know what I did in standing up against people and saying what I said was never wrong. My family tried to make me feel like I was wrong. The people doing it tried to make me feel like I was wrong. The people who I considered a person, first of all, one person that I let all of in my and over my body, which, like I'm saying now, stop having sex, because that shit is not okay. Like, it's literally more than what we think it is. They all turned against me because I said I'm not against, I said I'm against pedophiles, and I'm against child grooming. I'm against people having sex with kids who don't know anything. They barely know how to fucking spell. They barely know how to spell. They barely know how to do math equations. What's the fucking square root of 12? They don't know. But that's why, yeah, I had to. My stomach is so cramping right now, and I'm very frustrated. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm very frustrated at the fact, because like, nothing is really being done. And it's hard to put my trust, it's hard to even put my trust into the people that supposedly are supposed to help, because the police didn't do nothing. The police they didn't do shit. Like, they didn't do nothing. And like, it's a bigger problem in their situation in this life, because it's still me internalizing. I'm really internalizing like every freaking thing that just happened in my life, and what the bigger picture, because I'm starting to look at it from like an outside perspective, and I'm like, no, all of that is so wrong. What they did, what they're doing, I already knew was wrong. I already knew that what other people was doing was wrong. And what people did to me, I knew it was wrong, but at the same time, I knew I could get over it, and I knew I had strength to talk about it and to make a difference, and to not be the victim and get away from people and stuff like that. But still, the fact that it happened is horrible. And now I'm just like realizing like all of this stuff, like, it's just so horrible. And the world is so, not the whole world, because it's really not the whole world. It's really not, like, and that's why I don't like saying it like it's hard to say it the way that everything English, just speaking it out in general, is confusing, because it's not the energies of what happened. The same way with telling a story, telling somebody the story of how things happen isn't the same as being there when it happened. It's not the same as it actually happened, because the way you're going to tell your story and the way that it actually happened is way two different things. And you can be telling it specifically exactly 100% of what you saw, what happened, and everything from your point of view, not lying about it or anything, but it's still not going to be the bigger picture, because there's hella things that just go with the situation. Oh, I'm so frustrated, and I'm very irritated with life at the moment, because I'm gonna be on my period, first of all, and I'm very unhappy about that to begin with. But like, everything that happened in my, like, everything that happened in everybody's life, to be honest, is just fucked up. It's just very fucked up, and I'm very tired of this world the way that it is. Everything needs to change. All of these people who aren't even doing the jobs that they have jobs to do, they need to be took out of their position. And yes, it's going to create hella chaos in the world, but that is what is needed. All of these systems, all of these businesses need to be shut down, because the morals of the fucking world are not being protected. Like, the actual morals, don't nobody have actual morals, because if they did, they wouldn't be focused on money. They wouldn't be focused on this type of shit. Like, focusing on money, because that's the only way you can get away from the people and get away from the sinful things in the world that is so sinful. Like, you need to be a fucking millionaire, a billionaire at that, because you gotta fucking get away, or they gonna fucking kill you like fucking Jesus. And I know I sound crazy, but that's literally what the fuck is going on. That's what's happening, and that's the fucking insanity of the fucking world that makes people fucking go insane, saying these people aren't crazy. And that's another thing. People need to get people. Why the fuck are they putting these people on pills, making them even more fucking fucked up in the mind? Because that the thing isn't the fucking fact that people are fucked up in the mind. It's the world. It's literally the world. I know I sound crazy, but I just don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to do. I'm trying to live a normal life and trying to get my mind off of shit, but that's not how it works, and that's why people go fucking insane, because that's not how it works. They try to make us conform to a world that in a system it doesn't even work. First of all, especially for females, no female want to fucking go to work and work fucking 9 hours or fucking do anything when they fucking on their period, because that shit hurt. And to some females out there that don't hurt, good for fucking you. Good for fucking you. But there's fucking, like, this shit is so irritating. I just had to go off on a whole tangent, and I just don't even know why, but I don't even know why I'm so irritated right now, because I was just fine. I really was just fine, but like this, like, it's just horrible. It's just horrible. It's just horrible, and it feels okay sometimes, because you could go off into your own little space in your world and your peace and your sanity, but the fucking world is horrible. It needs to change. It's not good enough for me anymore to just know what I know and be okay, because I know what I know and I know it's going to be okay, and I know that, oh, okay, God is working behind the scenes and all this. No, something needs to happen now. In Gary, Indiana, the police need to do what the fuck. No, the FBI, the federal FBI people, those people need to go to Gary fucking Indiana. Probably other places in the world, but I know for a fact, and I'm speaking out against that, because like I said, I'm tired of that shit. They need to go there and get those pedophiles and put them in fucking jail, and go save those freaking kids from all the trauma that people are putting into their lives. Go get their parents counseling, because these parents don't know shit. They don't know how to be fucking parents. All these people, like, they really stupid. Like, like I'm saying, like, I don't know. Like, I'm frustrated, because everybody wants you to be having this, like, professional talk, and I can do that too. I definitely can. And after I get this off of my chest, in the next video I do about this, or next time I'm talking about this, it's gonna be like that, because, you know, I can, obviously, y'all watch my videos, I can do that. Like, I do that all the time. And I can actually switch it back right now. But it's like, nobody understands the severity of, no, don't just listen. Don't just listen. Don't just listen and understand. No, there's things to be done. There's things to be done. But yeah, and the FBI also, go fucking get those people that in Gary, Indiana, the whole police department. First of all, do they do their job? The whole city cancel people. They don't do their job, first of all, because aren't they in charge of the roads? First of all, there's hella potholes every fucking where. All the roads are fucking stupid and dumb. Not to just put them on blast like that, but I just did, because I feel like everybody in the world needs to start putting people on blast, putting things and systems on blast, because the world isn't right. It's not right. Speak up. It's now or never. Like, literally, it's really now or never. And now is in the present moment. At the exact same, you don't have to wait till something happens. Everybody want to wait till something happens. Like the police, they can't do nothing if they cannot prove it physically. You got to get fucked up. Somebody really got to beat your ass and put you in a hospital and almost kill you for things to get done. Like, that shit is so stupid. And that's why people turn bad, because first of all, people who are actually good and know this stuff, they can do bad things way better than the people that don't even know shit that do bad things. Because I'm not even going to explain why. It should be very easy to understand why. I just need to get that off my chest, I guess, because that's what just happened, and just, you know, and I'm not going to start this over, because as time is progressing, like, my stomach is hurting more and more. And it's irritating. It's very irritating, very frustrating. It makes me want to slap everybody. It makes me not want to go to work, because I feel like I might slap somebody, because they've been giving me negative energy anyway. See, that's why I'm saying, like, I don't know what the fuck, but I'm not depressed at all. I'm really not depressed, and I will never ever in my life actually be depressed ever again, because I surpassed that. I really did. But this world is a horrible fucking place. It is. Where I'm at, anyway. And I don't mean where I'm at as in the specific location of where I'm at, because the location is really not. But, like, the frame, the consciousness of me understanding everything that's going on around everywhere. It's just horrible. And people want to be so upset with me speaking about things that no one else wants to speak about. Nobody else wants to understand the fact that all of this stuff that we know and that we're being brought upon. Talk about some mind your business. Bitch, you ain't got no business. Everybody in the world should know that by now. Ain't shit secret. Everybody got a phone. Most definitely ain't shit you do secret. And even if we didn't have a phone, there's nothing you do is secret, because if that's the case, no justice ever would be served. Eyewitnesses of crimes happening on the street, it would never, no, mind your business. No, you wasn't, no, that was between those two people. No, that shit don't, no. I'm so frustrated at this conversation because, like, I really am irritated because people really, 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 really tried. Like, not even only they did it, they did that shit. And I really couldn't do anything about it because I didn't have nobody on my side. Even the person I called that I felt like would have been on my side for like, wasn't. And I wasn't in the wrong. Of course, I wasn't in the wrong. They're in the wrong for doing the shit they doing. But me speaking out, everybody tried to make me seem like I'm some type of, like, I don't know how to explain that shit without really putting people on blast, because like I said, I ain't going out like no motherfucking, I ain't going out like that. Ain't nobody finna fucking kill me. And if they kill me, I promise you, first of all, I'm haunting motherfuckers. I'm haunting the fuck out of people when I die. No matter what age it is that I die, I promise you, I'm haunting every motherfucking body, everybody that ever did anything wrong to me. Because I didn't do anything on this plane. Because I didn't want that type of karma coming back to me. But I'm gonna haunt y'all. That's why they say the actual good do die young, because the world hates, the sinful fallen world that we live in hates Christ consciousness, because they're evil. Well, I should at least end how the video is supposed to end. So, altogether, what this video is for and alluding and wanting to talk about and tell and teach about is the fact that pedophiles and groomers, they have a background as well. Everybody in the world, even everybody has sins and everybody has bad things about them that they were taught some type of way, they were taught into being the way that they are. So these groomed children become the groomers and become the bad people, because hurt people if they're not balanced. That's why it's important to get balanced. And as a society, where is the good society at that want to help with this? Because I don't have nobody on my side with this shit. Like, and it's pissing me off. And I gotta keep going through the life. Like, I have a good life right now. Like, presently what's happening, like, is good. But this is still in the fucking back of my mind because it's still going on and nobody is helping. Like, I'm literally the only motherfucking person that seemed like that got some sense about the situation. Like, the more time goes on, it's just worse and worse because it's more time. It's more time with not helping somebody that I know need help. Not helping a situation that I know needs to be helped. And that's why I said what I said about things, the systems being corrupt, the systems, the morals. The morals should be mental health and helping people out of their trauma, because everybody has a background, everybody has a story. Everybody has a reason why they are the way they are. And we can help everybody when, like, they need to just learn. Like, I don't know. But stop grooming children, because then children become the next groomers and continue to groom children, and then that happens over and over again. And it's only two sides to this. Only two sides to the story. The the people that become the groomers, and then the people that become super traumatized and super like damaged. They're both damaged. Like, stop doing this. Stop ruining people's lives. And if the freaking Secret Service people, and when I say that, I mean actual Secret Service, CIA, FBI, police departments, everybody that is in job system positions that's supposed to help our communities and help humanity, they are not doing their job. They're not. And if they're not going to do their fucking job, they need to get rid of those jobs. They need to stop it. They need to stop because it's just for play. They might as well be some actors. That's it. Go get a job being an actor. That's it. If you wanted to be an actor, you should have just went and been an actor and been in a movie about a police officer, about a person that actually helps humanity, because you're not doing it. Y'all not doing it. Y'all not doing it. Everybody want to wait until somebody died to know their story. That is not how it should be. That's not how it should be. Stop things before it happens. There's always red flags, but things don't just boom happen. No, there's always red flags leading up to what's happening. Like I was saying about, you can tell when a kid is on the wrong path of and becoming a fucking rapist, a molester, a too sexually, like, you can tell. And what I hate is, like, in the black community, y'all want to chastise kids who are fast, kids who are gay, and stuff like that. But when it comes to the fucking adult that help those children become like that, most of them anyway, not necessarily gay to be honest, but like that other stuff, y'all want to continue to be around them. How the fuck you letting a child molester that already been trying to fuck on your daughter come back in your house? That's stupid. And I'm talking to a specific people right there. Like, when I'm talking about the real part of what I'm talking about, and not just the strategical, like, thinking about it like from outside the box type of thing. The things that I'm talking to specific fucking people, and they know who they are if they watch this. I'm speaking to those specific fucking people. How the fuck, like, that's mind boggling, and that's why I'm so mad, because it's not like people are unaware of the fact that shit like this is going on. They don't, I don't know, like, this is just, it's just horrible. It's just horrible, and it makes me hate every fucking person that went against me this whole time about this situation, because where the fuck do y'all morals lie? Y'all don't have no motherfucking morals at all. It's just horrible, just so horrible. And nobody better not come talking to me crazy and reckless, because my mouth real disrespectful. I won't put these hands on you the way I could put these hands on you, but my mouth most definitely gonna put that shit on you how it's gonna put that shit on you, and you gonna be fucking mad, because I'm gonna speak nothing but the truth, and everybody gonna be mad because the truth hurts. It sure do. To the people who so innocent in this whole conversation that just came because they saw my pic, like the picture, the thumbnail or whatever, or the title or whatever, sorry you have to go through this whole rant or whatever. I'm sorry just because you don't know what it's about, whatever. Kinda, you probably know now though, but but I'm also not sorry because, like I said, somebody needs to be the person. Everybody's scared. I'm not fucking scared. I'm not fucking scared at all about nobody's shit. Like, it's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. How many times does somebody need to say it? I will say it however many times y'all want it to be. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. But yeah, I'm gonna just get off of here and go put my mask on and play actress for the day, like everything is fucking fine, and go, because that's what's helping build a better life. Even though if somebody gonna fucking, if y'all gonna let these motherfucking people end up trying to kill me or somebody that I love, like, cause that's how that shit go. I'm not fucking stupid. Like, I'm not fucking dumb. I know that's how that shit go. And it kind of make me want to be the first person to start the shit, because no, ain't nobody finna be planning and plotting shit on me, cause when people do that shit, I know y'all motherfuckers be in my dreams and I see every fucking thing that y'all do. So I know who in real life plotting the fuck against me, who in real life be talking shit about me and be trying to, I know, just for anybody out there that know me personally, and these people too, and my family too. Y'all be coming in my dreams. I be seeing that shit. Like, y'all not slick at all. And that's why I don't fuck with none of y'all. Fuck. Got me all the way messed up. Yeah, but like I said, You know, I don't know I don't know what's gonna happen, but all I know is that like from my point of view, like always, my point of view is like the bigger picture point of view. I don't know why I'm the only fucking one around that gets this fucking bigger picture point of view, and that's always right. I'm very glad I do though, because I would hate to be blindsided. But this shit is bigger than what the fuck is bigger. It's just fucking bigger. It's just bigger. And I will never respect the world. I will never. First of all, I will never respect that area of the world, Gary, Indiana. That whole area. I will never ever respect that part of the world ever again, just because of this fucking situation. Like, no, 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 no. And to be honest, the president, not even just the president, because I know for a fact it's Congress that's above the president of why the president is what he gets to do. So it's really all of the secret background people. Like I will never ever in my life fucking respect y'all no more because where the fuck y'all morals at? Because if y'all morals was where they were supposed to be, it should have been something done about this situation, and not even just a situation I'm personally knowing about, but the way this situation works in the whole world is because it works in the whole world. It's the whole fucking world. I get real like detailed, like not even visions, because it's not like, because I don't, sometimes I do see it like how I can see this computer in front of me as a material, but it's more, it's like literally knowing, like I see it, but like not like visual see it all the way, like just know it so well, like there's a fucking war, it's gonna be a fucking war, it's gonna be a whole bunch of bad shit, and it's because all of this bad shit happened. That's all. It's literally that, and it's literally lots of death, just lots of death, lots of spiritual deaths, ego deaths, like yeah, and then actually like lots of physical deaths because karma is coming to get the fucking people. The Grim Reaper is coming to get all of the fucking people that needs to be got. And just like I said on my other video, when I said Noah tried to warn people about the flood, not physically speaking, 3D materialistic visualizing of all of that, the flood is like trauma. The flood is like, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to put it into words. I don't know how to put it into words. Because that is personification. Noah and the flood and the ark and all that kind of stuff. Like it's, and even in the Bible, I forget, it's in Hebrews or Deuteronomy when it was just talking about an ark, and it was some type of like place where you put all the information. And we are in the age of Aquarius, which is the information. Because the information is the fact that we all know. We're gonna all know by the end of this. The truth of every personification, every fucking thing in the world and in the Bible, what it's all talking about from history. Everything was wrong. It's taught us. I don't know how to explain it. I can't put it into words. I'm so frustrated. I'm just so frustrated, and it's my period. I promise you, it's my period of why exactly the feelings of frustration is right here, right now. For me personally, like I said, like for me personally, my world and my life and my like mentalities and mindset and all that kind of stuff is like, it's actually really good. But it's the rest of it's the outside. It's the outside when I have to deal with the outside world, which is literally like every day. But like it's like no, all of this shit is fucked up. It's just fucked up, and I don't like it, and I think it needs to change. And I can't believe they just fucking turned on the vacuum when I'm talking. But anyway, I'm gonna get off this video. I'm gonna get off this video anyway. I don't know. I feel like I'm going around in a circle, steady trying to bring light to a situation, like, because it's wrong. It's just wrong, and I'm not gonna feel satisfied with the situation until the fucking shit is dealt with the right way that it needs to be dealt with, because it's wrong. It's wrong. But yeah.